We're gonna run down to
Electric Avenue. Oh lord. Okay. Boop. Right, we're back. We've got it working. Right. Well, did you manage to see it properly, Runo? Yes, I saw it. Oh, what's going on with these two pictures? Some of the things on the counter sort of jump out at you. Oh my god. Yes. That's it, you see. That's the other amazing power of stereoscopes. Other amazing power?
Is someone going to explain this, black magic, eh? Why the deuce does some of the things on the counter seem to be jumping out? Let me redo that one, because that was a horrible one. Why the deuce does some of the things on the counter jump out at you, actually?
I think you'll find that if you consider the basic principle of the stereoscope, you'll answer your own question. Basic principles of the stereoscope? As I said before, if you try to look at two identical pictures using the stereoscope, it won't work at all. It's the slight shift in the positions of certain objects that lets you see pictures three-dimensionally. In other words, even though at first glance it seems the objects on the counter haven't moved at all between the two pictures, this shows that actually there must have been a slight shift in their positions. Yes, there must have been.
Now hold fire there, sir! Got a reasonable grasp of this whole cross-eyed business now, let's say. But why the devil does the shift happen between the two prints exist in the first place? Well, what's up the answer, fellow? Come on, you're the cross-eyed master.
What? Me?
That's a bit racist.
Oh my god, it is racist, isn't it? I don't... What? Me? I haven't the first idea. Oh, you know, Runo, it's quite simple. It is? Just think it through step by step. The first photograph was taken at 1 AM. Then, 30 minutes later, the second photograph was taken. But the position of some items on the counter appears to have shifted slightly in the interim. So that means that sometime in the half-hour interval, someone must have tampered with the things on the counter.
Zukas!
Zukas!
I've never heard that before.
Someone tampered? New information. Stop. Not mentioned in testimony so far. Stop. Yes. We've had to go around in circles a little here, it seems. But I'm starting to see what I should be aiming at in this summation examination now. Ladies and gentlemen, the question now is clear. We know the items on the countertop were moved. But by whom?
Are you suggesting you might know?
Of course. I can tell you right now who is responsible for the almost imperceptible shift in the items on the counter. Oh. You can?
I mean, like, who? I mean, which one do you pick? Do both of them work?
I mean, do we know it's them? I'm assuming it would be, but... Well, I think it would be Nash, because he's taller, right? The other one probably wouldn't be able to reach.
Let's just assume so.
Okay.
And see.
Let's go for Nash, Skulkin.
Take that!
Take that! It was the witnesses currently in the stand. The Skulkin
Okay,
brothers.
so I guess I was...
Okay.
This does not agree with what brothers said in testimony before. They said they did not even have time to pull dukes from Lucy Lockets. My Facebook says dukes meaning hands and Lucy Lockets meaning pockets. But this is another lie. Is this what you are saying?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Now hold on a minute there. You can't be so sure about that.
I quite agree. The accused is a common pick purse, after all. It's perfectly possible that she went through the things on the desk to see what she might steal. I think that's unlikely.
And why exactly?
As you can see from this photographic print, the defendant was pointing a gun at the victim, except she was pointing it up and not at the victim at all.
Yeah.
It would seem, as my letter.
There was a metal bar on the roof. She was gonna ricochet it right into his heart, like a master sharpshooter. So basically, she's holding it right. She's pointing it right towards him.
Yes. It would seem, as my learned friend indicated, that she was coercing Mr. Winterbank to open the storeroom door. In other words, Mr. Stroud's interests lay within the storeroom, not in the main shop, giving her no reason to touch anything on the counter. All of which points to one thing. The Skulkin brothers have omitted key facts in their testimony. But the accused is a pick purse, common gutter trash. Why look any further for the wrongdoer here? Because the Skulkin brothers are thieves, madam. No better, in fact, worse than a pick purse. I believe that these brothers were looking for something on the victim's counter that night. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, if you would condemn the defendant on the grounds that she's a pickpocket, would it not at least be right for her to thoroughly scrutinize testimony given against her by two thieves?
Well said. I, for one, would like to hear more from the shady pair.
Oh my god. Can you all see now? I think you'll find stereoscopes aren't playthings. You've seen their extraordinary potential firsthand. Wholeheartedly agree. Stop. Most purchase after trial. Stop. Will return home via Regent Street. Stop.
Well, it would seem that this trial has yet to run its course. The ladies and gentlemen of the jury have declared their inclinations via the mighty scales of justice. I hereby call this summation examination to conclusion, with the balance altered in the defendant's favor.
Woo! I thought
To
it'd be
lean
longer.
guilty,
Okay.
or lean not. Accordingly, the jury is without consensus. I order this trial to continue.
Oh yay! Well done. Oh, by the way, what? You should hold on to this, Bruno. You never know when it might come in useful. Twice in one trial would be unusual, surely. Hey, come on. But, alright. The stereoscope has been...
If I had a nickel for how many times I had to use a stereoscope in court or as evidence, I'd have 2 nickels. But it's which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice, right?
That's funny. Which isn't a lot, but I mean it's worth it. You know, you got 2 nickels out of it, so better than nothing.
You will instruct the witnesses that the court demands additional testimony from them.
I'm sure it won't spoil the bouquet to do so, my lord. if you want, I think we could go for a bit longer.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can. I've won myself another chance to probe that pair about their activities that night, at least. And I won't stop probing them. Never! Until I've proven that Gina
them
is
like
innocent.
aliens.
Like, I'll probe them right in the ass. God. Like an alien. Oh, to be continued. Oh,
It's TBC.
well. I mean, let's play for a little longer. I don't want to just play this.
Yeah,
like, the 6 minutes that we just played.
Yeah.
They'd be like, eh. Okay. Boom. Trial Part 2. We're back in the courtroom.
All right. Here we
You're
go.
Back in the room.
Order, please. Let us resume proceedings.
That was like
What is
perfect
this?
timing. Oh my gosh. That was such perfect
Wow.
timing. We didn't even plan that. It was like boom. Gone.
I usually have like I'm probably usually a bit ahead like of you, just like a second ahead usually, but like I have like a bit of observation of like when I should say stuff according on your end.
Mm.
So I'm glad that was perfectly timed.
It really was. I was amazed. I thought you would. Anyway, continue.
Witnesses, you will now retake the stand.
Oh.
I presume you heard the defense counsel's summation examination.
Yeah, Governor.
I did, Gov. I did. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Cool.
Blimey! This is gonna be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Winterbanks.
Well, it was Bedlam soon as it was, weren't it?
Oh, it was nasty, it was. Didn't even have time to pull me dukes out me Lucy Lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers.
Cool.
Blimey! Oh my god. On the night in question, you rifled through the items on the victim's counter.
I never done nothing of the sort.
How did you figure that out?
Stu.
You will now give your formal testimony at once. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question. And this time, you will tell the truth. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishments.
Oh.
That, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again.
Oh, okay.
A thought worth pondering, perhaps. Say no more. We hear ya.
We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll peach. Witness testimony. Illegal entry. The whole truth.
Alright, we did knock a few things over, but it weren't rifling for nothing.
It was when we had the gunshots, see? Made us both jump and all that stuff went flying.
Lummy, you didn't even give me half right. It was Sheik the shooter came out the door and got us next.
We struck everything back when we found it. It's scarpered. Straight into him in the black.
We couldn't have a shot in Pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we?
So you admit the defense's accusation? You did indeed ransack Mr. Winterbank's countertop on the night in question. They're not ransacked, Governor, no.
Oh, that's right, Nash, that's right. It's more like we tied it up. Yeah. Oh, sorry.
By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing of the gunshot, having first made good of their mess.
The way you say it, we hardly sounds like we rushed at all.
Oh, we don't, Nash, we don't. Can't you make us sound a bit more cutthroat? Can't just be coincidence that these men showed up at Winterbank's that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it kind of seems like Gino was coincidentally there, doesn't it?
It kind of seems like everyone was coincidentally there. Like, okay. So I think that Gina literally went there to get that manuscript. But then...
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all she went there for.
Yeah. But then I don't know why these two are here. I don't really know.
I mean, these two have to have been there for a bigger reason.
Yeah, oh absolutely. They didn't just like go there just to rob the place and then happen to be there. Like, that's really... I'm gonna press the last statement, the fifth statement.
Okay.
Hold it! Hold it! And why should we believe that?
Eh? What? Cause it's true, ain't it?
The place was totally empty when we went in. I've just changed his accent totally.
Just
so different.
scared him so much he changed accents. At the time, the victim was already in the store, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these two witnesses never even laid eyes on the perpetrator of the pawnbrokery. Correct. You got it, mister. Oh, wait, that was the opposite.
Oh, down to a T. I don't know, it's just... Anyway.
Whatever, we'll just roll with it.
Yeah. So the Skulkin brothers never actually encountered Mr. Winterbank? Never actually encountered him? Is that really true, I wonder? That's it? That's the full extent of the testimony? What is it, Runo? You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired. Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you'll probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important. I mean, it is nothing more than a feeling, though. I've no proof to support it.
I'm hooked on a feeling. I don't believe it.
Hooked on a feeling? Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry. People's expressions, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. You can take all that in and your brain will quietly analyse it to come up with a feeling like you described. You've concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why, that's all. I think you should trust your instincts. Be just like Athena. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Iris. Oh, sorry. Iris. Thank you.
Iris, thank you. Oh, well, thank you, Iris. Thank you for yourself.
Thank you, Iris. Oh, no, Iris, you're too much. Oh, honestly. Sometimes
Just goes cuckoo for courtroom.
I'm cuckoo for courtroom. No.
For coke.
Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5.
Alright, well, let me start with this one.
Well, you know what's really suspicious is the fact that they said they heard a gunshot, and they investigated it, but then somehow they didn't see the guy who was shot. That's really suspicious. So let's do the second statement. Let's press it.
Okay.
So what you're saying is, the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much, you knocked all those things off the counter?
Well, it shocked one of us that much, yeah. This bagger needs to keep his shirt. He needs to learn to keep his shirt on.
Look, it was loud, alright. Blimey, me dead granny, sorry. She's dead, she's not a dad. Me dead granny would have woken up at that bang.
Big brother here screamed like a blooming baby and fell over on the counter.
Bruv.
Knocked over a load of books, candles, and some skull whatnot.
I got tangled in some marionette. What knocked over a picture frame, what knocked them scales on the floor. You've really mastered working quietly then. Damn, you know, Skate, just like slay them. You've really mastered working quietly then. What a racket! Me granny would have been scared back into a grave a clatter like that. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise.
And then some! I mean, what was quiet as a mouse and then all of a sudden, BAM!
What? Oh.
Oh.
Gregson? What's your thought? Excuse me. Inspector Gregson. Do you have something to add?
Inspector Gregson.
Inspector Gregson. Inspector. God.
Like I keep saying, I don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels.
Having fish and chips, Inspector Gregson. Having fish and chips.
Gregson. Oh my god, that's great though!
No, something.
Inspector Gregson.
Something to add about the testimony.
I love that though.
It's cute. I'm kind of proud. It's cute, isn't it? You seem to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something?
It's probably nothing, of course. I wouldn't even bother to mention it, anyway. Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details.
How about you just tell us what's on your mind?
As you know, we brought these fellas into the office and questioned them. And the statement they gave told a slightly different story than what they're saying now.
Ooh.
Oh, damn. Did it? You claimed you heard the victim shouting something out before the gunshot.
Might have, Gov. Might have. That does ring a bell, now you mention it.
Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, right, fellas? If I discover the witness's testimony has any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest of punishment to bear against them. Oh, no, easy!
We'll get it right this time.
Oh, that's it? Yeah! It's all coming back to me now.
It's
Then
all coming
speak.
back to me. Anyway.
Supplement your testimony with whatever details have miraculously returned to your questionable minds, sirs.
Right you are, Gov. Yeah. Don't worry, we got it. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun!" Well, let's press it.
Okay.
So in fact you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously? We did, Gov, we did.
Although, suppose if you're being honest, we heard kind of a wavering voice before the yell and all.
If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun! Bam! Kind of thing. A career in acting, tragically missed.
Oh my god.
And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell? Of course we could, from the other side of that door. Behind the counter it was. Yeah. From the storeroom, where the victim was found dead.
And the voice you heard, was it of the victim, Mr. Winterbank?
On my granny's life, of course it was.
On his granny's life, of course it was.
Aren't they brothers?
Yeah.
So, that would mean that you're not related at all. That you both knew Mr. Winterbank and the sound of his voice?
Eh? Should that mean what?
What, Nash? What? Any ideas?
Yes, Counsel. Indeed it would.
No. We didn't know the geezer.
How am I supposed to deny it when that bloke in all the fancy club has given us the evil eye?
If you value your lives, then you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true.
Oh my god, Van Zeeks. Like, calm down. On my granny's life, it is. It is.
Oh, it is Granny's life. It must be.
It's a good job his granny's dead.
Damn.
Oh my god.
To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then hear the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor.
You make it sound like we're clumsy.
Don't forget we tidied up after like good little boys. Anyway, the way I see it, the bloke who owned the place was holding the gun, so he should have fired instead of yelling at the girl.
But
That's new.
How do you know that? You're saying that
Yeah,
Mr.
we need the price.
Yeah,
I think we need the press.
I've just pressed it. Sorry, I actually just pressed it already. You're saying that Mr. Winterbank had a gun in his hands?
Oh yeah, that was a sight, eh? The two of them waving guns at each other. What's got ready?
Ah, wow, that's interesting, isn't it?
I mean, just before he shouted out, we heard the geezer say, "If you don't want to get shot."
Oh, don't really sound like I meant you, mind. More of an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Winterbank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he'd readily put a bullet in someone's head if required.
Oh my god.
That's someone being himself, of
I
course.
see. Yeah.
Good grief! Extraordinary devotion, indeed. Alarmingly misguided.
Well, he certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger on the other night. Only the poacher was going to beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper.
Cocked him goose proper. Yes, it cocked him, that it. Bet he wished he'd squeezed the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun!" And it was directly after those words that you had the gunshot?
Well, it's more or less at the same time, Gov. Give me that gun! Ah!
Bam! Kind of thing. Yes. A career in acting very tragically missed.
Then we heard someone hitting the deck. Oh, everyone went dead quiet.
After that, we done a slapdash job tidying the place up.
Well, didn't need to be half a fright. We'll think the shooter come out the door and get us next.
Wait, hold on. Oh, God.
Well, I mean, there was only one gun found at the scene.
Yeah. But also, the gun that she was holding, don't we know that that was his gun?
I'm pretty sure we do.
Yeah. So the fact is that why would she be holding his gun if she had a gun of her own? She wouldn't be.
That's true. Tell you what, let's save real quick.
Oh, yes. That's a good idea.
I definitely think after this testimony is done, we can break.
Okay.
Or we'll see about break. I'm pretty sure we're close.
Let's see. I think...
Give me that gun.
Give me that gun! I feel we should present... I know, scandal. This might not work, this is just a hunch. I feel like we present Winterbank's gun on number 3.
Third statement?
On the third statement, because
Yeah.
he wasn't either he wasn't holding it or she took it off him. Oh, wait! Hold on. Or the picture.
Oh, that's true.
Because he wasn't holding a gun in the picture.
Hmm.
Ooh.
It's one or the other.
Hmm. I think the gun, because
Okay.
Gina was holding it, and that's Mr. Winterbank's gun.
Tell you what, how about you do one and I do the other, and we'll see if either of them are.
All right, that sounds good. So I've got the gun, and you're gonna do the picture.
I'll do the photograph.
All right. So gun. Oh, it's not the gun.
Oh, you were right with the picture actually.
Oh. Well, that's good. Let me just. Somehow he fails to see the connection. I'm like, how? What do you mean? Right, so I'm just gonna actually load.
I mean, technically it's the same. It's the same thing, but okay.
Well, yeah. I guess. Oh, well, whatever. We know it. So, let's present the picture.
Objection!
You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winterbank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's it, Gov. You've got the picture.
He has, Nash, he has. No question. And yet the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winterbank was not in possession of a firearm of any description.
Objection!
You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more?
Ah.
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. The chronology is severely lacking, counsel.
Yeah, that's right.
Too right, Nash, too right. The old geezer could have been about 10 tables on the go, eh? Hardly likely.
No, I'm afraid this won't stand as conclusive evidence.
Ugh.
Continues the cross-examination, counsel. Indeed, my earlier warning witnesses.
Oh. Interesting.
Skulking's never skulking.
Oh, skulking's never skulking. Huh.
Oh.
Interesting.
So we were wrong, but wasn't technically right.
Yeah, and vice versa. It was right, but it wasn't technically wrong.
Interesting.
Let's press a few more things. Let's press
Okay.
the first statement.
First one? Alright.
If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place?
Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean now, are we?
Oh, we ain't, Nash, we ain't. If we admitted to something like that, people would think we was up to no good.
Well, Shang Ringo, me old China, we don't want to land ourselves in even more trouble.
China. And in fact, now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble.
Well,
That's rotten luck. Says the rotten apple eater. We haven't actually seen him eat the apple or pear since the start.
I think we actually...
Wait, we've seen him eating it like once at the start, didn't we? Or-
Oh yeah, like once.
Anyway.
witnesses, explain your actions to the courts. Why did you ransack the victim's counter? We never ransacked nothing.
Right, Nash. Right. More like we tidied the place up.
Oh,
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Give me that gun.
Give me that gun.
There's something... I don't know what it is about that, but like...
Wait, okay, hold on.
Wait a second, wait, I think I know what's up here.
Oh.
Wait, okay, say what you want. Because I admittedly didn't remember this, but I think it just came back to me. But say what you want.
I was gonna say, can we press... I'm just gonna press the other statements. I'm gonna press number 5. Because it says
Okay.
where they found it and scarpered straight into him in the black. And I'm like, in black? Okay.
I think I know the solution now, though.
Okay.
It literally just came back to me. I remember being stuck on this one, but now I just remembered. But I want to see if you can figure it out.
Okay. Yes. Whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
oh, huh. Yeah. Well, we was a bit hasty there.
We was, Nash. We was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up. If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put a loaded gun in your hand. Good advice, miss. Good advice.
Truth be told, me mind went totally blank.
Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand.
How about you load some blanks instead of having a blank mind?
Oh my god. I was destroying them every time they mention anything.
Oh, mental note, Memphis.
After that, we left it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or something, so they clapped the derbies on us like winking. What?
And after you had been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct?
Well, yeah.
But listen, that proves it, doesn't it? Eh? Good enough shot.
They never had a well, let's press that as well. This is the sixth statement. I might have already pressed this one, but let's press it again.
I think you already did.
Oh yeah. Oh, oops, I did. I just skipped.
Okay.
I just skipped it all.
Okay, I think I remember what we have to do here. I want to see if you can figure it out, but we've pressed everything. It's a matter of showing evidence to a right statement now.
Okay.
I want to see if you can figure it out.
Also, I didn't realize when you like skip the dialogue, their animations actually speed up as well.
Yeah, that's a cute little detail.
I didn't notice that before. And I only noticed it because they were doing like the whole like wham bam and then a high five sort of thing, and it was really fast. And I was like bam,
Bam!
They heard a voice.
I'm gonna tell you, if you want a hint, I'll give it to you, because it's just a matter of presenting evidence now.
Wait, I'm just thinking. Just okay. Let me think. Wait. Just before the gunshot, he was apparently.
If you want a hint, I can give it.
I think it's got something to do with like the plan of everything, like the actual location of things, because
I'm gonna
we're gone.
I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna say something.
Give me this slight hint.
What do you assume Mr. Winterbank would have been doing had he shouted, "Give me that gun"?
You would assume that they were trying to grab the gun from, from what's her name? From Lestrade. Oh, no.
Okay. Now,
Lestrade.
remember that and try to piece it together with the second paragraph.
So that they had a voice. Well, we don't know that it was. We don't know whose voice it was. We were only assuming that it was Mr. Winterbank's voice, but actually it could have been Gina's voice. Let me think. Just looking at the evidence. But why? Let me just take a look. But also, he was shot in... Oh. Wait.
Yeah.
He was shot in the back. So, he couldn't have said, "Give me that gun," and then tried to reach for the gun, because she would have had to be behind him.
And that doesn't make sense.
No.
If you're shouting, "Give me that gun," and presumably lunging towards the person,
Yeah.
you couldn't have a shot back.
No. So, it must be the autopsy report. Because...
Wait, no.
No?
Okay, wait. I presented it here, but it didn't do it for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Okay, but you're on the right track. You're on the right track, I believe. I believe this is the track we're going for.
It's either on track. On track. It's either on statement 3 or statement 2. I don't know. The "Give me that gun." We had a voice yelling out, "Give me that gun." But then they saw. Right. I think. The thing is, my logic is telling me number 2, but my game logic is telling me to do it on statement number 3. So I'm going to do it on statement number 3 and try that. Try just presenting the...
And
Oh.
do, and
Go on.
and do keep in mind we do have a story mode where it's like if we're stumped, like if you go to options and then reader, you can see like a thing that says story mode. If you turn that on, there'll be a little option on the bottom right hand corner that says story mode. And basically what that does, if you turn it on, it will just give you the right solution.
Oh. Well, actually, I've just thought...
So if we are stumped on this, I'm pretty sure this is how I remember this going. But if we are stumped on this, don't be afraid to use it.
I think it could be the photograph. Because he was shot... It shows the fact that he was shot in the back.
Oh, I also tried that, but it didn't work.
Did you try it on statement 3?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Because I'm wondering if it's to do with statement 3. Because if he was like... He was holding a gun, so he should have just fired. Well, actually, he couldn't have fired because he wasn't facing her! Or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to just do it.
Objection!
Did I just do it? Wait, I did the picture on statement number 3, and I think it worked. Because the music stopped. Okay.
Oh, okay, yep.
So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Winterbank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct?
That's right, Gov. You got the picture.
Yes, Nasher, yes. No question. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Winterbank was not holding a firearm of any description. Oh, okay.
See, yeah, that one's a bit like, come on.
Eh? You what?
Gordon Bennett, I done it right.
Oh, yeah. I was like, oh right, that makes a lot more sense. Having it, sure. Let's just yeah, okay.
Yeah, let's just go with it.
Gordon
I'm pretty sure I struggled with that one, mine as well.
Yeah, I guess it does make sense, but hey, whatever.
Objection!
Yeah.
There be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I would remind the court that Mr. Winterbank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hands.
Yeah, that mole troller used the victim's own gun to finish him off. Give me that gun!
Bam! Kind of thing.
Hold it!
Stay exactly where you are, right there. Eh?
Eh?
If the crime had taken place as you've so colourfully described in your testimony,
Here's how it is.
I
I feel like presenting the autopsy or the picture on the second statement would have worked just as well.
yeah, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Goodness! You sure, counsel? You intrigue my learned friend, but let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates the inconsistency in the witness's portrayal?
The autopsy report.
Yeah.
Take that!
Here we
Take
go.
that!
See,
According-
we were on the right road.
Yeah.
Just had to.
We were just like 2 steps ahead of this case. According to their testimony, the witnesses claim to have heard a shout of, "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot.
Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously, so we've been led to believe.
Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind.
Oh.
So, as I stated before, there is an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Yeah.
Ow!
But it's the God's honest truth.
It is nice, it is. When he was shot that night.
The shop hero had a gun in his hand. We saw it with our own eyes.
Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Me in the bank calling again?
Something might have slipped out.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw, with their own eyes, the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Ash,
Yeah!
Order! Order! Witnesses! Explain yourselves at once!
well, the thing is, we weren't supposed to,
It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witnesses would be the death of you.
Oh,
Am I to understand that you replaced the untruths of your original testimony with renewed lies?
ever so sorry, Governor. Truth is, see,
cut it out, Nash, cut it out. If we blab now, you know what he'll do to us. What? He?
Yeah.
Who are they talking about?
Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk, and there is no other option available for you. Bruv, come on, the game's up.
But he'll have our guts for garters. In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out.
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which this meeting took place. Well...
Do we have to?
On pain of death. I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth.
Oh. Witness testimony. Encounter with the victim. Oh, alright. So we just got inside the gaff and heaved a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug.
Give me that gun, he bellowed, and then flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we had it.
What? For an old geezer, the bloke was strong as an ox. It tripped me over the counter.
I pulled my gun on him, and then he legged it through that door into the back room.
We never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear.
So you're now telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, that you, in fact, encountered him in the main part of the shop?
Well, yeah. Sorry.
Well, we find ourselves at an interesting conjuncture. This changes matters considerably.
But, honest, Governor, this time.
This time, Nash, this time, we ain't got nothing more to hide.
Very well. Counsel for defense, You may proceed with your cross-examination.
Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. Cross-examination. Encounter with the victim. So we just got inside the gaff and he just started lifting against Shadow's mug. Give me that gun. Give me that gun. It shut me at the counter. Right. I don't think they killed him, but I'm also like
I don't
really
think they
suspicious.
killed him either, but like we now know that there was a third person there.
Yeah.
I mean, he said he, or I mean, they can't be talking about Mr. Winterbank.
Well, there's only one other he around that isn't in this trial. That is in the hospital. I think that the he they're mentioning is Sherlock Holmes. I don't know why, but that just... It's either... Oh no, it could be Sherlock Holmes, or it could be Magnus McGilded. It's got to be one of those two. But I don't know which.
Maybe.
But then I don't know why. I don't know what they're trying to get.
I think we just need to do some simple pressing for now.
Yeah. I'm going to press statement 3.
Okay.
Yes, I noted that you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah, of course we did.
He knocked over a little books, a candlestick, some skull, whatnot.
They got tangled in some marionette, what knocked over a picture frame, what knocked them scales on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter.
Well, big brother here went flying off that counter like a gunshot, I can tell ya. Then the old geezer pinned him.
Oh. Yeah, you did, Nash, you did. Now, if you hadn't been there, the bloke would have flattened me like a blooming pancake in seconds.
At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable. There was a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim.
That's right. And the brothers fled the scene and back onto the street. They ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they? Oh, poor Mr. Winterbank. He did everything he could to protect his shop.
I had pulled my gun on him, and then he let it through the door.
Let's press it.
I think we need to press this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold it. Were you intending to shoot Mr. Winterbank?
No, never. Oh, I was just, you know, looking out for my brother, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget.
By a man whose shop was being burgled. Yes.
And then, the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him. Is that correct? Yeah, it is. He shoved me away, and then I ran through that door and shut himself in.
There's something about that last remark. Something that doesn't quite ring true. I wonder why Mr. Winterbank ran away into the storeroom. What? Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him with a gun. Oh, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Winterbank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Winterbank's hands again?
Yeah.
I have no idea. But that is strange, isn't it?
Was he protecting Gina?
Maybe. This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it.
Look, the point is, me and me brother here.
Well, that's right, Nash, that's right. Me and my brother here. Wait, can I just look at the court record again? Just something that I wanted to take a look at. I want to take a look at the photograph of Gina.
Okay.
Because she's got his gun, right? But
Yeah.
Mr. Winterbank... that's really suspicious, though. Wait, so did they... So that they're saying... the Skulkin brothers are saying that one of them was thrown over the counter, and then they fixed it all again.
Yeah.
But then, did they hear a gunshot? Or not? It's
That's the big
big
interval here.
Something's really
and
weird.
yeah, and like we know that their gun didn't shoot him because they shot Mr. Sholmes.
Yeah.
Only a single round was fired out of a six bullet, and 5 of them are still left.
Let's press statement number 1.
Okay. So either someone else was there with them, or they had another gun on them.
Yeah. When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Winterbank. Who else? Sorry. I mean, that's right.
We was keeping a close eye on the entrance to the gap, obviously. But we never thought one of them was going to come out with a back room like that.
The back room being the pawnbroker's storeroom. Yeah, that must be where he popped up from. Only place he could have been.
So it would seem that the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
Which means Ginny must have been in there at that point as well. But that doesn't make sense. Does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Winterbank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived? Oh, I don't know. Did you see the accused at that time? But what? That mold tooler? What? What the hell's a mold tooler? What? That mold tooler? Oh, couldn't tell you.
No way, Cobber! We had bigger fish to fry. I mean, the old geezer just lost it. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and threw us out and threw us out at us like he was possessed.
Let's press that one.
Hold it!
You mentioned that Mr. Winterbank showered us words. Wait, did I do this one already? Oh no.
I don't think you did.
No, I haven't. However, you claimed that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door.
Oh, did we?
But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he?
Well, yeah.
Was the victim Mr. Winterbank wielding a gun at the time?
Was he ever? Blimey, lummy, a great ugly barrel he had, pointed straight in my frontispiece. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Winterbank with the gun at that time. Is that right? Wait, it is, Gov, it is. Spot on.
Then all of a sudden, he came at us, he did.
It was bedlam. I don't know who's going for who. We were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we thought we'd had it. I mean, for an old geezer, the bloke was stronger than ox. Chuck me over the gun. Let's press the last one. We haven't pressed that one yet.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hold it!
Might just be a press all, I don't know. You say you had nothing to do with it.
Nothing at at all.
Nothing, Gov, nothing. The old geezer went to shut himself in the back room, didn't he?
Locked it was, from the inside.
We know it was, because we tried to open it. Oh.
Well, it's a decent door, that one. Good and strong. Wouldn't budge an inch.
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Oh.
It would appear so. What say you to that, Counsel?
I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could possibly have shot Mr. Winterbank? Well, there could have been, yeah. Like, what if Herlock shot them? What if Magnus shot them? Who knows? There could have been. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin.
Eh? What?
What's that look for? From the moment you admitted that you'd encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely.
It did.
What is your point, my learned friend?
The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Winterbank? And it is the belief of the defence that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all.
You have my attention. In that case, let us return to the plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the store, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. Though pray, what other possible answer could the question of who shot the man could there be?
Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect to two conundrums.
2, my lord? Oh, twice as many chances to be right, maybe.
Indeed. Namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore,
Gosh.
where was the victim at the time?
Oh, great. Understood, my lord. Are you alright, Runo? Well, I'm not entirely sure. But there's one thing I am sure about. If I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened, it would change Gina's prospects hugely.
So now, time for some clarity. Show the court this plan, the answers to the questions posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun.
Well, oh my god, what a question. My initial reaction, right, is
Let's not worry about like who it is or
I'm feeling.
Let's just focus on what.
I'm feeling like this is a fucking turnabout Trump situation where it's like, well, where do you think they could have shot them from? And it doesn't matter who you think shot them, but where could they have been shot from? I think they could have been shot from outside. Scandalous. I know. I don't know why. I don't know why. Or they could have been shot from. I'm just gonna save because.
Okay.
Because
I'm not gonna say what you're right or wrong. I'll just let you experience.
I'm gonna say they could have been shot from outside. It might be wrong, but I feel like this is. I don't know if it's right, but I feel like it could be. Where could that person fire the gun? Let's go for outside. outside near the doors.
Take that!
The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. Oh.
And the answer to the second question.
Uh-oh. Oh, great.
Assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time?
Oh, shit. But wait, I didn't lose one. Huh. Maybe he was just about to open the door. Wait, that would make sense. Let's go for it. So in the shop, just about to open the door into the back.
Okay.
Take that!
The defense believes that the victim would have been in this position
Objection.
here. Oh my god, this is going to be like such a car crash.
What your answers in fact show is that your own position is as absurd as you have indicated on the plan.
What are you saying? Oh.
What Wolfman Six is saying, Council, is that your answers are clearly flawed.
Whoa. I knew it. It's twice as many chances to be wrong. So the questions are, from where did the culprit shoot the victim? And where was the victim at the time?
So, I'm going to say, I do think you're overthinking this.
Oh, right, okay. I thought I might be. I don't see why we can't show that someone other than... I don't see why we can't show that someone other than Ginny could have done it in the storeroom, do you? Yes, that's the right way of looking at it, I suppose. Someone other than Gina in the store... Oh. What's the best move here? Should I try again or gather more information? I don't think I can gather more information. I don't think we...
Yeah, you can't. Trust me.
Wait. So... Okay.
You're on the we're on the right track. You just need to get this correct.
Alright. So my other option is someone is already in the storeroom and they shot Mr. Winterbank through the hole in the...
But do keep in mind, how would they get out if that was possible?
That's true.
Because it's locked. Because it locks from the inside.
Oh, right. Maybe
So
it's just as simple as, like, he was in the storeroom and they were outside of the storeroom. Like, is it that simple? I mean...
This is and do keep in mind we're placing the shooter and then the victim.
Oh, right. So, yes, the shooter would be outside of the storeroom. Like, at the door.
Like, right inside of it.
At the door of the storeroom. But outside of the storeroom. No. Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, wait, maybe they could be inside and just shoot them. I don't know. It's either they're both in the storeroom, or Mr. Winterbank is just about to enter the storeroom, or vice versa. There's something to do with this goddamn storeroom door. But then... Wait a minute. I know I'm overthinking this. But the fact is that he was supposedly letting Gina into that storeroom. But then... So he would be like, okay, Gina's in that storeroom. But then she would be knocked out. And maybe she was knocked out by a guy in the storeroom. So, okay. Because we don't know, especially if it's fucking locked from the inside, we don't know how... Wait, how did he get in? Does he have a key to get in from the outside, Mr. Winterbank? I'm guessing.
I'm assuming so.
But then okay. So
That
then,
or it just wasn't locked before he went in.
True. So I think it must have been... So if Gina went into the storeroom, right? But then he might have gone in and be like, oh my god, Gina has been knocked out. Because otherwise, why would she be on the floor? She wouldn't be. She would be in a corner, but she wouldn't be unconscious. So I'm going to put them both in a storeroom.
Take that!
But The guy in the corner. Like
But do
crap.
keep in mind, Mr. Winterbank was shot from behind.
Yes. Oh god. Alright. Where was the victim at the time? He was shot from behind and from a lower point.
Take that!
This means that the victim would have been in this position.
Objection!
Okay, that does not look like right. That does not look right. Damn. Nope. Okay, this is a tough one. Oh,
I'm going to say you are incredibly overthinking this.
oh, but also, Iris has a new line of dialogue now. So she said, so the questions are, from where did the culprit shoot the victim, and where was the victim? Well, you have to at least choose a place that's outside the storeroom, don't you? Oh. I mean, if you're saying that someone shot Mr. Binderbank from inside the storeroom, they'll just say it was Ginny. Oh. You're right. That does make fucking sense. What's the best move here? Should I try again? Yeah, probably. Let's give it a try. Okay. But the problem... Okay, oh my god. But then wait. Fucking hell. Right. Okay. So the person must have been... The person must
If
have
you
been
want
outside.
me to tell it,
Must have been outside.
if you
the
want me to
storeroom.
tell you, yeah,
Like, but I'm guessing they weren't on anything. I'm guessing it's just like Mr. Winterbank was in the storeroom, but then.
or he could have been fleeing into the storeroom, and right when he opened the door, they shot him,
Yeah.
and then he like fell into the room or something.
So. Right, so it must be in that area behind the counter, but before the door, or like just in that area, like fully where you can see the door directly
Just like
in front of you.
in the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Take that!
just somewhere in there. And then Mr. Winterbank inside the door, inside the thing, the storeroom.
Take that!
Oh, that looks better. Okay. Guessing it wasn't the bloody... He shot him from outside of the whole building. Okay, well... I thought it would be like he'd be shot as soon as he opened the door and then he fell in. But... Hey, anyway. The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom.
I think we all have those like overthink moments.
Yes. I was convinced it would be like so much more than it was.
No, trust me, we're not at the humongous twists yet.
The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom.
Continue.
Mr. Winterbank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death, which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired?
So you're adamant. The shot was fired from outside the storeroom.
Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony,
I pulled my gun on him, and then legged it through the door in the back room.
if Mr. Winterbank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time. Oh, duh. Oh my god. If this is the door was open at the time, yeah, of course you can't run through a fucking closed door. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was at precisely that moment, when the victim was fleeing for his life, that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom.
Yeah.
Ah! Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial?
Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means that the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself.
Poor man. Shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety. Ah, of course. He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. Would he? I guess. That's a bit of a fucking stretch. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered on his entered his body on an upward trajectory. So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Winterbank.
Objection!
I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten. But the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Do you also claim that his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock?
Oh, but what if someone else locked the door? Yes, there is someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. You're sort of putting yourself into a corner now, Reno Escape, but okay. Sure.
Very well, counsel. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from the inside of the storeroom. In which case, who shut and locked the storeroom door from the inside? I mean, there's really only one person.
Yeah, it must be Ginny. But then, why would she have done that? Oh, to protect herself, probably. Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade.
Objection!
That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the sealed room? For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck. I'm inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel?
Yeah, that's a tricky one, that one, isn't it?
Half-baked notions will have no place in my courtroom, counsel. Remember that, please.
But of course Jenny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it? It does? Well, yeah, to save herself, like...
I mean, to protect herself. Someone was shooting out there, like, what?
Yeah. Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as I could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in their direction, hadn't they? Yes, obviously. Before the two brothers arrived, Mr. Lestrade and Mr. Winterbank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Winterbank must have heard the intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, eh? Oh, that's us, bruv!
If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the storeroom.
Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back through the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Bang! Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Winterbank fell to the floor where he was. Just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment?
Oh, I see where you're going with this.
Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Winterbank. I've just realised, I've just had a thought just then. Who else is shorter than Mr. Winterbank? I'm not going to say it out loud, but you know who I mean. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who just murdered Mr. Winterbank. As soon as that thought struck Mr. Strahd, she slammed the door shut and locked it, in order to save her own life.
Hold it!
Yeah, but Daddy, I mean, we ain't the ones who done it.
Well, we ain't, Guff, we ain't. You gotta believe us. I mean, come on. We'd never shoot no one.
Objection!
That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Herlock Sholmes. There is only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, your brothers had every opportunity. Wait, oh my god, and the case is like coming in my mind now. Oh my god. To have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Winterbank's murder, which they obviously are not, but we're meant to think that they are.
Yeah.
Worse, leave us.
You mean to say it wasn't the pickpocket shot the pawnbroker after all?
Oh, I should have known it was those three brothers. They look as shitty as a dense forest.
Oh, that was amazing, Runo. All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now. I know. First time ever. And probably the last. Well, I think you've done it. Surely they'll have to give a verdict, if not...
An admirable efforts, my learned friend.
What's this now? She's laughing.
You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Zeeks. I myself find the defense's argument most persuasive.
I dare say, such chinery of the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation.
Is it chicanery? Chicanery? I don't know actually how to pronounce it.
Don't know, I'm just going to move on from that vocabulary.
That is fine.
But such blatant malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here.
Ooh! What?
The hypothesis you put forward so obscenely, incredibly, cannot and will not stand. Because, you see, it contains a fatal flaw.
Oh my
Fatal
god, and
flaw.
we're gonna save because I think that this is a good time to switch over to Rob. I don't want to keep
Right, cool.
But we are near a TBC, so I think after we're done with him, we should finish up this.
Ooh. Yes, let me just nip to the bathroom first. But, oh! A fatal flaw! Oh! Oh my goodness. Alright,
We are near a TBC, so I think once we're done with Rob, we can come back and finish this little part.
Okay, I'm gonna stop recording in 3, 2, 1...